Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to JC Sports Replays. My name is Joe, and this is Payoff Pitch Baseball. Today, we're going to be doing Opening Day 1973, which is a new project, yes. Yes, indeed. We're going to be taking a look at the Minnesota Twins and Blyleven against the Oakland Athletics and Catfish Hunter. As I try to get my laptop chat to register. There we go. Got a slight angle to everything, so let me just correct that. See if we can bring it in a little. That's better. Much, much better. I don't want to watch the Olympics on YouTube, at least not right now, thank you. I do appreciate the offer. So here we are in Oakland, Alameda County Coliseum for Opening Day 1973. Where, as I said, Catfish Hunter will take the mound for the Oakland Athletics. He'll be backed by a defense that goes like this. At first base, Gene Tennis will man the 3. At second base, it's going to be Dick Green. Shortstop today is Dal Maxville, and over at third is Sal Bando. Around the left outfield from left to right, Joe Rudian left. Billy Canigliaro in center, and Reggie Jackson in right field. The designated hitter today will be Bill North for Oakland. And on the mound, Catfish Hunter. An excellent season in 73. The A's, of course, coming off a 1972 World Series victory, looking to repeat here in 73. Not in my replay, because we didn't replay 72. This is the first replay I am doing with my blog, JC Sports Replays. You'll be able to find a link in the description after the video is posted live, after the live broadcast. But for now, we'll also be privileged to share this replay with you on the Sabre Games and Simulations website. So you can follow it in a couple of different places, but you can also follow it right here on YouTube, as we will be playing at least one of each day's games on the channel. Yes, I've project jumped a lot lately. It's probably because I've been trying to find the right project and just get back into the swing of doing the broadcasts regularly. So writing about things is really going to help me stay focused on a project, and being part of the Sabre Games Committee is really going to help me with that focus as well. So anyway, the lineup for the Twins to face Hunter today will be leading off Larry Heisel, playing center. Second baseman Rod Carew will bat second. In right field, it'll be Bobby Darwin. The designated hitter will be Tony Oliva. Third baseman Steve Braun will bat fifth. The first baseman Joe Liss will bat sixth. Danny Thompson plays short and bats seventh. George Mitterwald will do the catching and bat eighth. And in left field, it'll be Jim Holt. You may recall and may notice the big missing player. Hello, Ben Wiz. Thanks for joining us today, Ben. The big missing player from the 1972 Oakland World Series lineup is Bert Campaneris. There's Bert. He is suspended to start the season. You may recall that he threw his bat at someone in the 1972 American League Championship Series, and they let him play the World Series, but he is suspended for the first 7 games of the 73 season. So in his place playing shortstop for Oakland today is Dal Maxville. Without further ado, by the way, on the mound for Minnesota will be Bert Blyleven, so we've got a good pitching matchup for you here. Going to be broadcasting 2 games from the 73 opening day, both today, one a little later on. This one in the American League, and then we have the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the New York Mets, where you will have a classic pitching matchup. I tried to find 2 good ones between the Phillies' Steve Carlton and the Mets' Tom Seaver. Yeah, I was trying to figure out why he wasn't on the roster, Ben, so I had to do some research, and that's what we came up with. So Campaneris will serve his suspension. Meanwhile, the Twins and A's will open things up. Hunter is on the mound. He is warmed up and ready to go. Larry Heisel, I want to say Heil. I have a feeling it's Heisel, will bat right. So Hunter's ready. Heisel waits. bat waving slightly. And we've got a jumper already. How about an 806? That's a tough pitch, and he strikes him out. Now I'm scoring this game manually, as always, because that's the way we like to do it on YouTube. But I do want to give a shout out to Digital Diamond Baseball on Steam. It's fantastic. I've started scoring this season using that instead of pen and paper, and I love it. It's really made the as-play setup super easy. All the roster moves are there. All the transactions are listed. In fact, Digital Diamond is where I realized that Campaneris was suspended and not just hurt, and made me do a little bit extra research. So it's a great product. Check it out. Yep, I haven't tried it before, Ben. I've been really a devoted manual scorekeeper forever. I've tried different things in the past. Ball stat, I never really liked. A little too much complexity there for me for getting things done quickly. I tried iScore for a while. I even tried scoring it with Stat and Replay's PC engines. Of all those things, I found Strat the most engaging, but just having the laptop on the table with me at the same time as the cards and everything, I didn't like it back when I had a smaller table. Now that I'm on a card table, I find Digital Diamond is worth the space on the table. And Payoff Pitch actually takes up a little bit less room than Strat. So the cards fit nicely on my laptop side by side, right next to the little mouse pad. So works out pretty well. So I'll be scoring this game after the manual scorekeeping in Digital Diamond. But for all our broadcasts, at least for now, we're going to keep it to manual scoring. So in any case, we've got a strikeout to start things off against Heisel. I got to look up how to say that guy's name. And Rod Carew will come up. He's the left-handed batter. Of course, Carew, a great hitter. There's a 1065 in play against a right-hander. That's a fly ball out toward left field. Joe Rudy's there, and that will be 2 away. Oops. And, of course, I've been playing games differently now, so I'm a little uncoordinated at the moment. But here's Bobby Darwin, right-handed batter, playing right today. 2 down here, top of the first. Hunter's ready. Darwin waits. How about a 9-13? That's a patient, and that'll be a base on balls for Bobby Darwin. I don't think a 9's going to give him an auto steal. It's not. So Darwin on first with 2 outs, and here's Tony Oliva, Hall of Famer, recently. And how about a 12? That's a wheelhouse chance, 43 for Oliva against a righty. That ball is hit deep to right field, going back, and it is Jackson. Pulls up at the warning track. He can only watch as it goes 4 rows deep, and Tony Oliva has given the Minnesota Twins a 2-run lead here in the first inning against the A's. Hunter can't believe it. He hung that one, and Oliva didn't miss. It's 2-0 Minnesota, top of the first, with 2 outs. And here's Steve Braun. Braun playing third, a left-handed batter. Wonder if he fields right. I'd have to look that up, but I'd imagine he fields right playing third base. Or throws right, I should say. It's a 5-21. That's a ballpark chance against the lefty. That's a wheelhouse for Braun. A 17 back-to-back. This one's deep. Forget about it. Another one over Jackson's head. This one in the second deck. Jackson came back with a fastball right over the heart of the plate. Maybe a little pissed off by the Oliva homer, and now he's given up 2. And it's 3-0 Minnesota, top of the first. And Catfish is fuming on the mound. He takes a walk around, tries to regain his composure as I take a sip of water. So Joe Liss will step into the box, the right-handed first baseman. So we've got a left-handed batting third baseman and a right-handed batting first baseman. It is possible the Twins are playing inside out. In any case, Liss steps in, 2 outs, 3 runs in on back-to-back homers by Oliva and Braun. And here's the pitch to Liss. How about a 7-38? That's an in play. This one's going to be popped up on the infield. Tennis calls everyone off and makes the catch. Because I'm scoring in Digital Diamond, I want to make sure I note the types of plays, which adds to my scoring a little bit, but that's okay. So 3 runs in, nobody left. And the Twins have a 3-0 lead. We head to the bottom of the first. And it'll be Bert Blyleven on the mound for the Twins. He's happy to start the game with a lead. The designated hitter, Billy North. Yes, this is the first year of the DH, folks, and the first ever designated hitter for Oakland is Bill North. He's a switch hitter batting lefty against Blyleven. Back-to-backers are beautiful, aren't they? Always a good time. Unless you're the other team. Blyleven with the pitch. That's an 895. That's a high number on the tough. Blyleven is a right-hander. Fly ball out toward left field. Holt will be there. And the F7 is one away. Here's Maxville in for the suspended Campaneris. Dow, a journeyman veteran. How about a 5.08 tough pitch, and he strikes him out. 34-year-old Maxville showing his age there. Couldn't catch up with the Blyleven fastball. 2 away, quickly for Burt. Here's Joe Rudy, left fielder, batting right. Taking his first at-bat of the season. How about an 8.02? That's a low number, always interesting, and it's a tough strikeout. So back-to-back strikeouts for Blyleven. And after one, it's 3-0 Minnesota. A 1-2-3 inning for Burt. Hey, Burt. Hunter will be back on the mound. 3 runs. Catfish isn't really worried. He knows this team can score. The heart of that order with Jackson, Bando, Tennis, those guys can hit. Never mind Rudy. There's Danny Thompson, the shortstop today for Minnesota. He'll bat from the right side. That's an 8.09 tough and strikes him out. So Hunter gets his second strikeout of the day. And we've got one away, top of the second. George Mitterwald coming up to bat, the catcher. How about a 4.98? That's a patient. Fly ball out toward left, another F7. Taken care of by Rudy. And there's 2 down. And hey, the pitcher's not batting ninth for the first time in baseball history, folks. Well, we've had a few 1973 games before. Maybe we'll recap those in our second video. But for now, it's Jim Holt, the left fielder, with 2 outs, top of the second. He bats left. That's a 10.50 in play. And a line drive, but right at Maxville. He didn't have to move. And a 1-2-3 here for Hunter. He settles down and keeps it where it is, 3-0. We head to the bottom half. Oakland will try to get on the board against Blyleven. And they'll start off with a formidable hitter, Reggie Jackson. Reggie steps in from the left side, the right fielder. 5.23 tough, and forget about it. Strikes him out. 3 strikeouts in a row for Blyleven. He's finding it right now. He's catching corners and has good velocity. We have no idea what his spin rate is, folks. It's 1973. Nobody friggin' cares. Here's Sal Bando, right-handed batting third baseman. 3.43. That's a defense check. Going to be an error first base. So an error check on Joe List. He's an error 2 here in Oakland. At a 50. That will be an error. Let's see. A 1-base error, so he's going to reach on the E3. Bando, as List can't handle it. So Bando will be on. And actually, he's a 3C. And we rolled a 3 for the defense check, so that'll be a steal attempt for Bando. The catcher has a 3 arm, so we're going to have a C3. That's a normal chance. The pitch to Tennis is low, and Bando's off, trying to steal second. That's a 16. That could be trouble. And he's caught stealing. Mitterwald guns it down, and Bando's a dead duck. Had him by a step. And a nice tag applied out there by the shortstop, Thompson. So 2 away now on the caught stealing, and here's Tennis. Bill James' favorite player, for good reason. Gene has power and gets on base. That is an 8.31. 8 is tough, and a 31 is down on strikes. The 4th strikeout of the day in 2 innings so far for Blyleven. He likes pitching in the warm air in Oakland. Even here in April, it's a balmy 77 degrees. A little unseasonably warm, but they're enjoying it. It's like coming right out of spring training. So Heisel will lead things off against Hunter. Heisel 0 for 1, struck out his first time up here in the top of the third. Minnesota with a 3-0 lead. Hey, Jimmy Jam, good to see you. Thanks for joining us today for opening day 73 between Minnesota and Oakland. Here's Heisel. Hunter with the delivery. It's a 4.20 patient and a base on balls. Heisel lays off. That one's a little high. He checked his swing and didn't go around, so 4. Nope, he's a 3 steal, so he'll be on. And here comes a dangerous hitter in Ron Carew. He flew out to left his first time up. Heisel on first, nobody out. Hunter is ready from the stretch. Takes a look at Heisel, not going anywhere, and that's a 7-26. An in play and a base hit. Carew pulls it through the right side, and Heisel will stop at second. First and second, nobody out, top of the third, as Minnesota threatening to add to their lead here. Tennis goes out to talk to Hunter. Hunter gives him attitude, and Tennis takes a slow walk back, shrugging his shoulders. What's he going to do? It's opening day. You know Catfish wants to pitch well, especially defending that World Series championship. Well, Darwin's up. Darwin, a likely double play candidate, and they'll be playing for it. Hey, Astros Reefer, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. That's a 7-31 in play, and that's a base hit. Back-to-back singles. They will hold Heisel at third with nobody out, and now the bases are loaded. Top of the third, nobody out. Minnesota already with a 3-run lead, and their best hitter is coming up, Tony Oliva. Oliva with a 2-run homer back in the first to start the scoring. This is a dangerous spot for Hunter. He could have a very short day. He keeps getting the ball up, and they are lining it. Well, they didn't line it over the fence, but let's see what Oliva does. Hunter with the pitch. It's a 6.98. That's a high number. Tough out. That's the first time we've had that result today, so no matter what, it's going to be an out. Fly ball to right field. Heisel's probably fast enough to score. Let's see. He is a 7, so that's going to be out to deep right. Jackson is there. But Heisel will score easily to make it 4-0. And Carew, with the fly ball to right, makes his way over to third. Darwin retreats to first. So 1 out, 1 run in. It's 4-0 Minnesota, top of the third. First and third now. And here's Steve Braun. Braun homered also to back up Oliva back in the first. Yes, folks, they went back-to-back. There are first and third, 1 out. Still playing for that double play. And Hunter's ready. Braun, 7.63. That's in play. This is out toward left field. Is Carew fast enough? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Rod's got an 8. So that's another sac fly out toward Rudy. Just short of the warning track. He gets rid of it desperately, but it's nowhere in time. Carew comes on in. Back-to-back sac flies. These guys hit back-to-back homers in the first. Back-to-back sac flies here in the third. And it's 5-0. Top of the third, 2 down. Darwin's still on first. And here's Joe Liss. Joe popped it up on the infield his first time up. Hunter frustrated and deals. 7.73. That's an in play. And this one's out towards center. We're hitting all the outfield positions today. Plenty of room for Canigliaro. And Billy takes it in to retire the side. But Hunter gives up 2 more. He's given up 5 already. You know Catfish is going to get a few more innings in, but that's not a good start. And Blyleven looks on his game. So this could be a tough one for the defending champ A's. Well, here's Canigliaro, making his first at bat of the season. Yes, that's right, folks. We're still in the first time through the order for Oakland. 6.77. That's a patient but a high number. Fly ball to center. Lofted and very high. Heisel is there, and 1 away. Canigliaro retired. That'll bring up the catcher, Fosse. Not a dancer, but a catcher. Blyleven with the windup. The right-handed Fosse waits. The pitch. It's a 4.24. Tough pitch and a strikeout, the 5th of the day. Fosse takes the slow walk back to the dugout. Throws his bat aside, slams it in. Slams his helmet into the cubicle that holds him. And Dick Green will come up with 2 outs. There's a 3 defense check. 46 is going to be error first base. Joe Liss, second error check of the day. He's already committed 1 error. That's an E2. How about a 17? Well, that's another error on Liss. And this is going to be a bad one. Hard hit down the line. A chopper takes a weird bounce off Liss's glove. Green racing down the line. Liss flips and throws it away. They're going to give Green the base hit. But Green's around. Nobody backing up, and he's on his way to second on the E3. So Liss throws it away. Green's ends up with a first base hit for Oakland. And now he's down at second base with 2 outs. So he's in scoring position for Billy North. North flew out to left his first time up. Blyleven annoyed at that play. He's annoyed at Liss, who's committed 2 errors already. Don't like to have a 5-run lead and be giving away freebies. So here's a 10-56. That's another in play. This one grounded down to third base, handled by Braun, who goes across the diamond to Liss to retire the side. So 1 hit, 1 left. No runs, and they trail by 5 as we head to the 4th. If you're just tuning in, folks, this is the opening day 1973 replay between Minnesota and Oakland. We've already played most of the games today. We have one more for you later today. That's going to be between Steve Carlton and the Philadelphia Phillies at the New York Mets and Tom Seaver to start off the 73 season for these guys. Well, here's Danny Thompson, the shortstop. 0 for 1 is Thompson. He struck out against Hunter his first time up. Hunter will face the bottom of the order here. Might get some relief. How about a 10-93 in play and a fly ball out toward left again? Rudy's got plenty of room. Takes a few steps in and makes the catch to retire Thompson for the first out. Here's the catcher, Mitterwald. He flew out to left his first time up. 5-61. That's a ballpark check for a right-hander. That'll be an in-play result. 0-0. We've got a rare play. Nobody on. That's going to be a 25 rare play on the payoff pitch. Let's see. That was a in play. Bases empty in play. We've got a 25. Let's see what that says. Rain causes a delay. If Dome Stadium, nope, or 4th inning or less, yep. There's a slight delay, but the game continues. Use ballpark to resolve this at bat. If the result is wheelhouse, the next batter automatically checks his wheelhouse. If it's in play, remaining batters use this inning use tough. So we have a short rain delay. It's not going to change anything. They cover up for about 10 minutes. And things clear up pretty quickly. So they will come back out. Hey, there's a misprint on the chart here. It says checks his wheelhouse. But we're not going to sue anybody. So let me read that again. Ballpark to resolve this at bat. If it's wheelhouse, batter checks wheelhouse. If it's in play, batters use tough. So we're going to do ballpark for righty. I like the rare plays and payoff. That's a 52. That'll be in play. So 52 on an in play against a right-hander. That's going to go to the out. Chart grounded down to third. Bando is there. Across the diamond, and Mitterwald is retired for the second out. Well, now Jim Holt, we don't even have to roll the 2 6-sideds because we know we're going to use tough for this one based on the rare play. So Hunter deals. That's an 0-2, and he strikes him out. So 1-2-3 for Hunter. He retires the bottom of the order, no problem once again. He hasn't had any trouble with those 7, 8, and 9 guys. It's the top of the order that's giving him fits. Well, Blyleven comes out. He'll deal with Maxville, Rudy, and Jackson. Maxville struck out his first time up. 7-17. That's an in-play base hit for Maxville. Goes the opposite way through the right side, and he'll be on with a base hit. Dow still knows how to handle the bat. And that'll bring up Rudy, who struck out his first time up. Blyleven delivers from the stretch. 6-59. That's a patient and too high for the chart. Fly ball out toward right field. Darwin is there. 1 away, and Maxwell retreats to first. And here's Reggie. He struck out his first time up. Blyleven comes with the pitch. A 6-09. Patient. And Reggie lays off and will draw base on balls. Pardon me. So it'll be first and second with 1 out as Jackson ambles down to first. And that'll bring up the dangerous Sal Bando, who reached on an error and was caught stealing back in the second. 1 out, 2 men on. Defense playing back for the double play. Bando not the swiftest of foot, but he won't make too many mistakes on the bases either. It's a 7-72 in play. Grounded to second, and let's see if that's going to be in the double play range. It is. So grounded down to second. Carew is there. He flips to Thompson, who rifles it onto Liss for the 4-6-3. Double play to get out of the inning. Blyleven gets a little defensive help. 1 left, nothing doing for the A's. They're still scoreless and trail by 5 as we head to the 5th. Hunter resumes his pitching duties. He'll face the top of the order again, Heisel. Heisel is 0 for 1, a run and a walk today. The pitch from Hunter is a 4.58 patient and a base hit. A leadoff single pulled through the left side by Heisel. No auto steal on the 4. He needed a 3. And here's Carew, who's 1 for 2. A single, a run, and a flyout. Hunter ready. Takes a look at Heisel. He's not straying too far. 7-13 in play, and there's a base hit. This one through the left side, but fielded quickly by the right fielder Jackson, who's on the charge. They'll hold Heisel at second. And it's first and second again, just like it was in the third. And here comes the heart of the order, Darwin, who's 1 for 1. Also walked and scored a run back in the first. Hunter not looking sharp today. Or maybe the Twins read the scouting report and really put it to memory. How about an 11? Defense check 20 is a range shortstop. That's going to be Maxwell, who's still got pretty good range. As an elder statesman, he's a C range. We'll re-roll for that. That's a 0-0 defense check. So we've got a rare play on a defense check. Hold on. Defense check, runners on base. How about an 18? We don't need the manual, we just need the charts. Runners on base defense, 18. If runner on first base, yes. Ground ball to second base is fielded and tossed to short for the force out. Okay. Runner upends the shortstop and the batter is called out due to interference for a double play. Check the shortstop for injury. So we're going to have an interesting one to score here. That's going to be a 4-6. He would have reached on the fielder's choice, but interference means Heisel will go over to third. So there's 2 outs now. Heisel to third. Darwin called out on the interference check. That's kind of fun. It'll be interesting to figure out how to score that in Digital Diamond. We'll just put these charts back in the order I like them. So 2 down now on the interference call. That should have been a double play, but Carew went in hard, and they called Darwin out because of the interference. He nearly, I have to check the second baseman for injury, which would only be for a game, by the way. But it's Dick Green. Green is normal. So I think anything over a 30, and Green's going to be removed. Let's see. How about a 43? I think he's out today. Yep. He's going to be injured for the remainder of the game. I don't do multi-game injuries and as played for obvious reasons, but they're going to have to find a new second baseman. So Green is out. Who's going to come in and play second? Oh, yeah. Angel Manuel. Ted Kubiak. Ted Kubiak will take Green's place. We're in the fifth, pardon me. He'll play second. He is a B3. Slightly worse fielder. Run 5, stealed 3D. So Kubiak's in for Green, and we'll resume with Tony Oliva. Runner on third, 2 outs here. Hunter is ready. Oliva waits. Oliva has 3 RBIs today, a homer and a sac fly. How about a 9-24? That's patient, and he lays off. You can't blame Catfish for not wanting to pitch to him there with a base open. So now it's first and third, 2 down. Hope you guys are enjoying the ball game. And here's Steve Braun. First and third, 2 outs. Braun is 1 for 1. A solo homer back in the first, a sac fly in the third. How about an 11? That's another defense check. This one's a 92. Error center field. The center fielder is good. Billy Canigliaro's a 5. That's as good as you get. And a 44 means no error, so that's a fly ball to Canigliaro. He has room, makes a running catch. Could be difficult for anybody, but Canigliaro is a very good fielder and takes that one in. So again, nothing doing here for Minnesota, even though they threaten. They still lead by 5. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th, and the A's will send up Tennis, Canigliaro, and Fossey to try to get something on the board against Blyleven. So here's Gene. Gene struck out his first time up. How about a 288 wheelhouse? Too high. That's a fly. Nope, that's a grounder down to short. Thompson's there. Over to first, and Tennis has retired, one away. Here's Canigliaro, who made that great catch last inning. Flew out to center his first time up, 0 for 1. 960 is tough. And a base hit. Canigliaro lines it right up the middle. And he's on with a 1-out single. That'll bring up Fossey. Fossey struck out his first time up. About a 672. That's patient. But lofted out to center. Heisel is there, and Canigliaro will retreat to first. As there's 2 outs now here, bottom of the 5th. Kubiak is due. Kubiak making his first at bat in for the injured Green. That is a 494, another high number. Fly ball left field. Holt makes the play. So 1 hit, 1 left, no runs. Oakland cannot get it going against Blyleven. It's 5-0. We head to the 6th. Hunter will face 6, 7, 8. List, Thompson, and Mitterwald. Joe is 0 for 2. How about a 9-15? That's a patient and a base on balls. Hunter not sharp today. He's hanging in there to get some innings. You don't want to blow out the bullpen on the opening day, folks, but you also don't want to lose the game. You'd like to get some offense going and maybe have a chance at winning it. So far, not so much against Blyleven. Well, Hunter's gone the stretch. List not really a steal threat, and Thompson comes up. He's 0 for 2. The bottom of the order has done absolutely nothing, but 1 through 6 have done it all for Minnesota. Here's a 797. It's an in-play. Fly ball left field. List is there. Rudy is there. And Thompson's retired for the first out. This returns to first as the throw comes in. And here's Mitterwald. Mitterwald 0 for 2. About an 8. Tough. 51. Strikes him out. Hunter found a little something there. Broke off a curveball. And Mitterwald went chasing for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Holt, who's 0 for 2. From the left side, a 567 ballpark chance. That's going to be in play for a left-handed batter. And a 31 is a base hit into the gap in right center. Liss is around second. They're waving him to third. The throw comes into the cutoff man, and there'll be no challenge. So Holt has a 2-out single. And now it's first and third, and Heisel will come up. He's been on base twice. A single, a walk, and a run scored. He also struck out. 1 for 2 in the box score for Larry. Hunter on the verge of heading for the showers, I think. He needs this out badly. Well, that one didn't want to go, so let's go. How about a 706 in play, and that's a 2-base hit. Driven to the gap in left center field. That's going to score. Liss easily. Holt is around third. They're waving him home. The throw comes in. It's cut off, and a 2-run double for Larry Heisel. It's 7-0, and that will do it for Hunter. He just could not get it together today. And the top of this Twins order just wore him out. So it's 7-0, folks. This one's going away. Hunter will head for the showers. Well, it's a good thing our nightcap has Seaver and Carlton. Hopefully they show up with better stuff than Catfish did today. Blyleven, on the other hand, has got it going. He's only allowed 3 base hits and a base on ball so far. That's what they're up against. Well, Oakland's going to need a relief pitcher. Let's see. Hunter goes 5 2/3. The book is not done on him yet, so we'll get back to that. Well, it's certainly not going to be any of these guys with this one getting out of hand. We're going to bring in a left-hander to deal with Peru. Rob Gardner. He's also a longer reliever. So here's Carew. Rod is 2 for 3 on the day with a run scored. Heislot on second with that 2-run double. 2 outs, top of the 6th inning. How about an 835? That's a patient, and against the lefty. That is going to be a base hit. to right center field. It's cut off out there by Jackson. But Heisel was off with the crack of the bat, and he scores easily. Carew with an RBI single. And now it's 8-0, and this one's going away. Well, here's Bobby Darwin stepping in. Bobby's 1 for 2. Walked and scored a run. How about a 9:35? That's defense check. Right field range, that's going to be Jackson. He's a B. Pretty good fielder early in his career is Reggie. How about a 33? And that's going to be caught by Jackson for the final out of the inning. But 3 runs come in, 1 left. And it's 8-0, Minnesota. Blyleven looking comfortable as he comes out for the 6th. He'll face the top of the order again. 3rd time through, it's North, Maxwell, and Rudy. According to all the sabermetricians, 3rd time through's the charm. I don't think that applies in this game, though. Can't really recreate that in most baseball sims. At least not on the tabletop. I'm sure there's some computer sims that do it well. 609, patient, and that's a base on balls for North. And he's an auto steal, but we're going to overrule that with more than a 5-run lead. So North not going anywhere with Maxwell coming up and 8 runs in the hole. 676, patient against the right-hander. Fly ball center. Heisel's there, and that's an F8 for out number 1. Maxwell retired. Here's Rudy 0 for 2. How about a 428? That's tough, and he's down on strikes. Blyleven continues to work quickly and well. And you might want to be a little careful here with Jackson, but even if Jackson hits 500 feet, he'll still have a 6-run lead. Pitching to the score. Well, there's Wheelhouse. Go figure. And 67 against the right-hander is going to be off the wall for Jackson. He rounds first on his way to second. North will score easily, and Reggie finally puts the A's on the board with a 2-out double here in the bottom of the 6th. Blyleven definitely just trying to throw strikes here, and Reggie took advantage. It's now 8-1. Well, here's Bando. Jackson out on second, 2 outs. Bando 0 for 2, reached on an error and grounded into a double play. How about a 5-47? And there's a base hit. Up the middle, a little to the right. Fielded by Heisel. He throws it into the cutoff man. Reggie scores easily, and now it's 8-2. So Blyleven showing some chinks in the armor here. And with 2 outs and Bando on first, it's going to be Tennis, a dangerous hitter, often overlooked in this Oakland lineup. Blyleven would like to get out of the inning right now. It's a 6:42, and instead Tennis lays off a little outside, really close pitch, but he draws the walk. So Blyleven might be tiring a little. And it's going to be Canigliaro. Billy 1 for 2 on the day. First and second, 2 down here, bottom of the 6th. It's a 6-run game. Plenty of room for Blyleven to work with. It's a 7:43 in play. Grounded down to first base. It'll be fielded there by Liss. He'll flip to Blyleven, and that's the inning. But they score 2 and leave 2. And Blyleven shows he's human here on opening day. Not quite mid-season form. If it was the middle of July, Burt might have gone the distance without allowing any runs the way he's throwing today, but perhaps a little bit of spring training lag on the arm nip. Well, Oakland gets 2. They trail by 6 as we head to the 7th. It's going to bring up Oliva, Braun, and Liss. Here's Oliva, designated hitter. He's perfect on the day. 1 for 1, a 2-run homer in the first, a sac fly in the 3rd, and a walk in the 5th. First time he's facing Gardner. That is a 6:06 patient, and Oliva lays off and draws a walk. He stays perfect. No auto steal for Tony. He's just a 2, so here's Braun. Lefty on lefty. The big lead, they'll let him bat. 6:27, that's another patient, and that's another walk, so hold on now. Gardner, the left-handed pitcher, walks a couple of left-handed batters here. And as quickly as Oakland picked up 2, they might be in danger of giving up 2. First and second, nobody out. And here's the right-handed batter, Joe Liss. Joe is 0 for 2, walked his last time up and scored. How about a 9? That's a defense check. 22 will be a shortstop range. Max fills a C. Let's see how the dice say this one goes. An 0-2 is probably going to be a base hit. It is. It's always going to be a base hit, folks. Doesn't matter the range. That's a 6, which means that base hit is a single against the shortstop. 1 asterisk. So everybody advances 1 base. So that was a warm burner. Maxfield dove, picked it, and had to put it in his pocket. No throw as List sped down the line with uncharacteristic quickness. And that'll load him up against Gardner. Well, if it was a close game, they'd probably pull him. 2 walks and a single to start things off here in the 7th. Gardner's faced 5 batters and allowed 4 of them to reach base so far. He might only have 1 more in his arsenal, and it's Danny Thompson, who's 0 for 3. How about a 7-0-8? That looks like trouble, but it's a tough, and he strikes him out. Thompson out on strikes for the 2nd time today. And here's Mitterwald. Now they could get a double play and get out of this inning. How about a 3-15 base hit up the middle? An RBI single for Mitterwald. Everybody moves up 1, and it's 9-2. And I think they're just going to let Gardner try to work his way out of trouble here. Once again, you don't want to blow the bullpen on opening day. That'll bring up Holt. He's 1 for 3. How about an 11-06? Another patient and another base on balls. That'll load him up. And the bullpen is active for the A's. Bases loaded, only 1 out. And here's Heisel, who singled, doubled, walked, scored 2 runs, and drove in a pair. He also struck out, if anybody cares, to lead off the game. How about a 5-28? That's a wheelhouse check against a left-handed batter. This one is in the gap. It's going to go for at least 2. Heisel is going to pull up at second out of good faith. But that will clear the bases, and you can bet that's it for Gardner. 3 runs come in on the Heisel double, and it's a lot to not much right now. That makes it 12-2, and Rob Gardner going to go join Catfish in the showers. Well, now we're looking for some mop-up work, right? They're going to bring in another, Cruz up. They're going to bring in another lefty in Lindblad. He's a long reliever, and they're going to hope he can get through the rest of this game. Holy mackerel. Still only 1 out. This one's going away. There's what? 1, 2, 3, 4 runs in this innings. It's 12-2. Top of the 7th. 1 out, runner on second. Try to move this one along for you. Another defense check. Never mind. How about a 36? Error on the pitcher. His fielding, he's a 4. Pretty good. Get in there. 46. That'll be an out. Let's see what kind of out. Ground ball double play if his fielding range is an A. It's not, so instead it's going to be... wait a minute. Single drove that one in. Hold on a second. I got to recreate. I might have missed a run here. Walk, first and second. Bases were loaded. Bases still loaded. Walked in a run. Yep, I missed a run. Holt also scored on the double by Heisel. It's actually 13-2. Let's go back to this play. That was a defense check out. There can't be a double play because there's a runner on first. So Heisel will go to third, and Lindblad makes the play to first for the 2nd out of the inning. Sorry about that. So Heisel over to third with 2 outs, and here's the 9th batter of the inning. It's Bobby Darwin. Lindblad ready. Darwin waits. 6-20. Patient and base on balls against the left-hander. So they bat around. It's 1st and 3rd now. And Oliva will take his 2nd at bat of the inning. He walked and scored a run back at the start of this one. Minnesota brought their bats today. It's a 7-14. Thought we were going to have a pretty good pitching matchup. It's gone to shit. So 7 isn't in play. 14 against the lefty is a base hit. Relentless. They're not giving up anything. Oliva is perfect on the day. Heisel will score. Darwin gets over to third. Oliva's got his 4th RBI. It's first and third, 2 down here. Still in the 7th. And here comes Braun. It's as I said before, it's a lot to not much. 689, and he might be in here just to take the beating. Well, that is a patient. And a grounder down to second. That's finally going to do it. Unless Kubiak makes a big error. He does not. Tosses it to first to finally retire the side. So the 7th inning is finally over. One, two, three, four, five. A 6-run inning. And it is 14-2. Well, Blyleven's thinking complete game now for sure. It's going to be Fossey. Let's try to move through it. How about an 807? Tough strikes him out. Curious about Blyleven's strikeout numbers. We're going to tally it at the end here, though. We'll just get through the rest of this one. Unless something crazy happens, this one's over. Here's Kubiak, 872. Tough. Going to be a fly ball probably out to center field. Yep, F8. For Heisel, 2 away. Here's North. How about an 857? Tough. And once again, grounded down to third. Braun's there, and North is retired. A 1-2-3. For Blyleven, it seems anticlimactic after sending 11 men to the plate for Minnesota in the top half of the inning. We go to the 8th. Will Minnesota take it easy? Who knows? It's Joe List leading things off in the 8th. 9-28. That's tough and strikes him out. Thompson. 0 for 4 today. 443. That's a patient. Grounded down to first. Flips to Lindblad. Thompson's retired, 2 away. That's the fastest 2 outs they've had in quite a while. Here's Mitterwald. 1 for 4. 11-26. That's a wheelhouse against a lefty. Home run. Mitterwald goes yard. Pokes what out over the right field fence 3 rows deep. Nobody even cares. It's like batting practice out there. And here's Jimmy Holt. Well, Lindblad cares a little bit. Holt, 815, tough, and strikes him out. So the homer comes in, makes it 15-2. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Blyleven just has to avoid giving up a 13-run homer, and he'll be okay. It's going to be Maxville, Rudy, and Jackson. Here's Maxville. That's a 12. Ballpark, 26 against a righty. That's wheelhouse. Maxville with not much wheelhouse, though. He can only single, and he does. So Dow with a leadoff base hit. Probably too little too late, but here's Rudy, 0 for 3. 557, that's a tough, and a base hit. Maxville stops at second. No reason to do anything but play station to station when you're down by 13. Here's Jackson. Reggie waits from the left side. It's an 820. Tough. Strikes him out. Oops, sorry, hit the camera with the brim of my hat there. So 1 away, first and second. And here's Bando. 965. That's another tough. This one, a fly ball out toward right. No problem. 2 away. And here's Tennis. 0 for 2 with a walk today is Gene. How about a 732 in play? Once again, that's going to be the 3rd out. Pops it up on the infield. The catcher, Mitterwald, steps just in front of the plate and takes it in. So 2 hits, 2 left. Nothing now for the A's in the 8th. And the Twins will come up in the 9th with a huge lead. Lindblad coming out for his... Usually don't like to do that. Oh, that's right. It's only his 3rd inning of work, so he's right there. He won't be fatigued just yet. Will he? 1. Nope, he's given up 2 runs. If he gives up 1 more, he'll be fatigued. So he's going to pitch the 9th against Heisel. 557. That's an in-play. Left-handed. Ground ball down to 3rd. Bando's there. Heisel's retired. There's 1 away. Lindblad just trying to mop it up here without doing too much more damage. It's Carew. How about a 10-11 in play? And this one's trouble. Carew, this one's tailing away from everybody. Conigliaro's on the chase. It's just past his glove and bounds away from him. Carew's around second, on his way to third. He'll stop there as the throw comes in, and Rod's got a triple. His 4th hit of the day. And that'll bring up Bobby Darwin. 865, that's a tough single for Darwin, an RBI. And that's going to put the fatigue on Lindblad, so we'll need a fatigue relief pitcher card here. And I don't think it matters. He's probably finishing this one no matter what happens. So Darwin's on at first. We can ignore all the auto steals. It's a 14-run game, I believe. Hard to keep track. A 3, defense check, 47. Error on first. Tennis is a 3. And a 25 is probably an error. It is an E3. Only for a base. So E3. Oliva reaches. First time he's actually officially been retired. That counts as an out in the box score. It's first and second now. 1 out. Lindblad desperately looking for a double play. And Braun comes to the plate. Lefty on lefty. How about a 3? Another defense check, 34. Range right field. Jackson's a B. Kind of want him to roll high number. Doesn't. That's going to be a base hit for Jackson. Against the right fielder. That is a single 2 asterisks. So base hit for Reggie. A run will score. That's an RBI single. To add insult to injury. Pardon me, an RBI single for Braun. Reggie could not come up with it, and it drops in front of him. First and third, 1 out. 7:35. 7 is in play, no effect on the fatigue. 35 is actually finally an out. Pops it up on the infield. It's a P6 for the second out. Taken by Maxwell. Man, oh man, did Minnesota bring out the lumberyard today. And here's Thompson with 2 down. First and third. Score don't matter. It's a football game out here, folks. It's a 496. Patient. Fly ball left field. And that'll end the inning. 2 more for Minnesota. Say, Jesus, is it really 17? 3, 5, 8, 14, 15. It is 17-2 as we head to the bottom of the 9th. And you know Blyleven's coming out to try to finish things. You guys even see what I'm scoring? I just realized we're off the score sheet. Damn it. We'll lift it up a little. We'll lose our great perspective. Hold on. I'm sorry. Don't get vertigo. Yeah, we get a little more table there. I don't know why that zoomed in so much, but there we go. You can kind of see what's going on. Yeah, we can do better than that, probably. Oh, we lost it again. I don't know why this is so off. I never had this on Zoom before. That's all screwed up now. That's a little bit better. Should we come this way? Now you can see my legs. Hey, there we go. That's a lot better. Sorry about that. We head to the bottom of the 9th. It's going to be Conigliaro, Fossey, and Kubiak against Blyleven. Burt trying to close things out. There's a 12. Ballpark 01. Wheelhouse for Conigliaro against a righty. 96. Never mind wheelhouse. It's a fly ball left field. Holt takes that one in. 1 away. Here's Fossey. How about an 882? Tough. Grounder down to short. That's a 6-3 for the second out. Fossey retired. And here's Kubiak in for the injured Green. About a 1080 in play. Fly ball to center. And that'll do it. And this one is mercifully over. The final score, Minnesota 17, right? 3, 5, 8, 14. Yep, 17. Oakland 2. Not the way you want to start defending your world championship, folks. Lindblad goes, let's see. He worked into a third inning, so he'll be taken tomorrow off. Gardner is eligible to pitch, but a little tired. And Blyleven. Well, Blyleven did it all. He goes 9, gives up 2 runs. We'll get a real line on these guys in a second. They cannot all be close, that is true. Glad that one's over. 17, that might be the high score for the year to start things off. Let's get some cards in order here, and then we'll tally up some pitching lines and find out how many hits in Minnesota had. Let's start with the easy one, Blyleven. He goes 9. He gets a complete game and a win. How many hits does he give up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 hits, 2 runs, both earned. No homers. Walks and strikeouts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 and 5. 2 and 5. 2 and 6. 3 and 6. 3 and 7. 3 and 8. So the final line on Blyleven, 9 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, both earned. No homers, 3 walks, and 8 Ks. A solid opening day for win for Bert. Now let's look at Hunter, who you know takes the loss. He goes 5 2/3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He only gives up 8 hits, but 2 of them were homers. How many runs was that? 3, 5, 8 runs. I think they're all earned. They are. Walks and Ks, 0 and 1, 1 and 1, 1 and 2, 2 and 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 3, 4 and 3, 4 and 4. So Hunter takes the loss. He goes 5 2/3, 8 hits, 8 runs, all earned. 2 of them home runs, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Gardner goes 0.1. I think he goes 0.2. He goes 2/3 of an inning. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, no homers. How many runs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 runs. All earned. No errors in there. Really bad day for Gardner. Let's see walks and Ks. 1, 2, 3, 3 and 1, 4 and 1. 4 walks and 1 strikeout. And then Lindblad comes on to finish it. He goes 2 2/3. Let's see, he gives up 1, 2 hits, 3, 4, 5 hits with 1 homer. Actually, that's not his run. He gives up 3 runs. Maybe not 3 earned. Hold on. 2 earned runs. Right, 1, 2. Yep, that wouldn't have scored without the error. So 2 earned runs, 1 home run. We said that already. Walks and Ks, it's going to be 1, 1 and 1, 1 and 2. 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. So all told, how about errors? It's funny, I went off the score sheet and the score was so high nobody cared. 1 error from Oakland, so 2, 7 and 1 for Oakland. 8, 12, 17 hits to go with those 17 runs. There's a lot of walks there, too. They gave up 9 walks. 1 error, 2 errors, both on Joe Liss. So 17, 7 and 2 for Minnesota, 2, 7 and 1 for Oakland. And that's where it ends, folks. Thanks for tuning in. We'll have another game in a couple of hours, if not sooner, between the Philadelphia Phillies and Steve Carlton and the New York Mets and Tom Seaver as we start off 1973. You can follow my replays over on my blog at JC Sports Replays on Blogspot. I'm going to post a link to that in all my descriptions going forward. That's a new one. And you can also check me out on the Sabre Games and Simulations website. Happy to be honored, actually, to get to write about my replays and my tabletop experiences over there. So thanks very much, guys. Hope you have a good day. And I'll see you a little later with game number 2. How do I turn the stream off? There's got to be an easier way. There we go.